things that, you know, you should just take them as, many people will say, oh, I should sue. Somebody called me, one of the lawyers in this matter called me and said, there's somebody called one of these Burna Boy errand boys, that he insulted me and said I'm a social media lawyer. I said, yes. The only reason why he can insult me is because I'm well known in the country. Nobody knows him. You understand? If I wasn't well known in the country, or I've not put my life on the line for the past 29 years, the first time I was arrested 29 years ago and locked up in an underground, where was this person, or where are these persons? The first time I was arrested, which was 29 years ago. Today I'm 45. You know, where was Ojo Elegba fella when I was being arrested and detained? All over the years, the sacrifices we've made for this country, at the expense of our life, our freedom, we have been detained in several detention facilities in the country. You know, we have been threatened, we have been beaten, we have suffered all form of humiliation. People have insulted us. Private citizens like ourselves have mocked us, have defamed us. We have never for once in 29 years used police to oppress, to harass anyone. That people must, especially once you're in the public light, once you're a famous person, you're a public person, you're a politician, you're a public figure, you must at all times expect criticism. You must at all times expect people to mock you. So for me personally, in fact, people that follow me on social media, they know that I even retweet insults. I retweet insults because that is one way to engineer debate. And this idea of this God factor, people, you know, Nigerians hate criticism generally, and that's why politicians, a governor arrested a critic in Sokoto, a woman that criticized insecurity in Sokoto was arrested by the governor, imprisoned, subjected. Immediately she was released by the court. Immediately this lady was released by the court. Thugs, loyal to the state government, now abducted her. That is the Burna Boy style. You understand? So they believe that once they have some form of power, some form of leverage, that they can humiliate, they can arrest, you know, they can, you know, so, and that is a jungle way, the societal jungle way, the Tarzan way of doing things. Civilization demands that whenever you are whether insulted, whether defined, you know, whether ridiculed, whether mocked, that you seek legal remedies that are civil in nature. Because even if the police get involved, the Supreme Court, in a plethora of cases, have, you know, said that the remedies for defamation are personal. Because what if the court had to make a pronouncement? Because the idea of remedies for defamation is that, oh, it will now restore the person who has been defamed to the previous state. So how does the state benefit if you use police to harass someone that allegedly defamed you, or somebody that insulted you, or somebody that you feel has slighted you by their comments, whether fair or otherwise? And what will be the propriety or otherwise of your action? Will your action not amount to abuse of power? Will it not amount to violation of the person's fundamental right? In the first instance, when Fidelity was arrested earlier, he was detained for 4 days. 4 days, they arrested him in Lagos, then brought him to Abuja. Now they've gone to Owerri to arrest him, and they brought him to Abuja, all because of the ego of one person who is claiming to be the fellow of Ojo Elegba. So these are the issues. These are the human rights violation issues. Because for me, I do not look at persons. I look at institutions. Even the image of the Nigerian police is not doing well with issues around restriction of freedom of speech. There must be freedom before and after speech. And this is why almost all advanced democracies in the world have moved away from criminalization of free speech and criminal defamation, simplicity. So whether the irreducible minimum in a democracy is the ability for people to be able to have freedom before and freedom after speech. No matter whether it is your God that you worship, if somebody defames your God, at least let them have that freedom thereafter. Yes, all people are enjoying to, respect other people's religious beliefs, which I always do. Even if, and no matter who you worship, I never make remarks around people's religion, people's culture, people's tribes. So, but some people have created some people as their gods. Nigerians are masters at creating demigods. They are messiah hunters. So somebody has created a Burna Boy as a god, as his own god. So they worship them. So if you insult their god, they get angry. They say, oh, they should stone you that punishment, that you should be treated like a common armed robber. Your rights you should be arrested. You should be imprisoned. The government should throw away the key because they have insulted their God. So these attitudes, because we are coming from this colonial mentality of, oh, people must not be criticized. People must, all these laws, criminal defamation laws, sedition, they are all colonial laws.
Sorry, Barrister Deji, I wanted to ask you a quick question. Talking about criminal laws, is satire permitted in this part of the world? Is satire permitted?
Yes,
I know abroad, in the Western world, you can make satire out of anything.
Yes, our laws are constantly developing. If these cases does not come up, how will our jurisprudence be developed? Satire, universally speaking, is a classical defense for defamation. Classical defense for defamation. It's just like fair comment. It's like truth, and other defenses that are available. Even that is within the realm of civil defamation. That is defamation in civil aspect. So everybody knows that this person, once you've been able to establish that, oh, this person is a skit maker, this person does satire, so I don't, if anyone, if Spidality had insulted me, had said all these kind of things to me, you think I will use police? You think I've never used police I will never use police to arrest anybody for allegedly defaming me. I won't even sue you in the civil through civil proceedings. Not to talk more of going to the extent, to the extra mile. I even consider it a waste of time to even sue you, because what will I sue you for? That, oh, you made a joke out of me. You did what for? To what purpose? To what end? These are some of the things that we keep saying, that Nigerians just don't love to be challenged, and that is why their leaders are like them. Nigerians don't love any form of criticism. Once you criticize them, when they are supporting a politician during election, if you criticize their candidate, they will say all kinds of things about you. They will link you online and offline if they have the opportunity. And that is the same thing that Nigerians themselves also do. The irreducible minimum in a democracy is that people must be allowed to express their opinions. And this is why we have laws that remedy when you feel somebody has defamed you, then you can now sue them for damages. If you feel that your esteem, in the eyes of the right-thinking members of the society, then you can sue them.
Now, if you were in Burna Boy's shoes, let's be honest. What I do when people, as long as you don't threaten, if it's an insult or I'm very good at insulting, I will insult you back. Then I can block you off my platform so I don't have to deal with you. But that's me, and I'm not going to use myself as a moral yardstick.
Sorry, I need to take this call. Hello? Yes. Are they arrived? Okay. Okay, they are going to take their bags, eh? Okay, I will soon. Him too. He just called me now. But I'm just doing one short interview. I will call him now and go and meet him. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you, what do you recommend as a lawyer? This is off the Akpi and Burna Boy case. What do you recommend as a lawyer should be the right way to handle insults, as long as they don't get to the stage of threats? like I go beat you, all those ones don't pass. That one you need, because people can say it and think they're not going to mean anything, and then they carry it out.
Yeah.
So once it is just, go better for your mama, God go punish you, you will be weary. With things like that, how do we, at what point do we draw? Because we also need to factor in defamation.
Yes.
And let me explain something to you. I understand where Burna Boy is coming from. And I'll explain this. Burna Boy right now, because of the whole Diddy scenario, Burna Boy doesn't want to be publicly associated with that brand while the brand is going through what it's going through. So any you be Diddy guy can put him in a bad light. So he feels defamed, or he feels and he can lose revenue. Some people might say, oh, Burna, we don't want to touch you because of this thing that you are going through. You understand? So how would you advise an artist or someone on the internet? Because the internet has brought all sorts of characters out. Where do we draw the line? Where is it okay to sue? Is it okay to arrest? And if it is okay to arrest, in what situations? Just from your legal perspective as a lawyer.
Yeah, yes, this is why remedies have been made for in defamation, which is purely civil remedies. You can sue for loss of revenue. You can sue to restore you back to that status you were before you were defamed. So because see, it's more dignifying, it's more humane to sue. It simply means that yes, you are convinced that this person has truly, because right now it looks like he just wants to teach him a lesson. He wants to show him that he's a big boy. He can use police to arrest him. If he was defamed in America, can he use police to arrest him? If he was defamed in the UK or in any civilized society, can he use police to arrest him? So the remedies are there for a party or an injured party who feels defamed, and it is the right and proper thing to do. Once you feel defamed and you have ticked the boxes that are provided for under defamation, then you can approach
what are the
court.
boxes.
Yes, that is number one. Number one is that the person was unequivocally referring to you, and that the person said those words with intention to defame. There must be malice. You must establish the element of malice, that he did it deliberately, and he did it purposely as well. And you must also show that, in fact, you must, because the exact words that were used must be pleaded. Those are the relevant words that was used to defame you must be pleaded. People must have seen it and believed same to be true. You must tick that box. It's not also for you to be shouting and crying, oh, he has defamed me. People must have read it, believed it, or watched it, and say, oh, so that's the kind of person he is. Also, that you were directly affected by those words, which is what leads to issue of, after people have viewed it, people have seen it, and people now have, because of that, it has now affected you. So once you have been able to tick all those boxes, then you can now establish the ingredients of defamation, and you can now seek remedies. And these remedies are personal. This is what the Supreme Court here in Nigeria and in many other jurisdictions have declared, that the remedies are the court, when the court are looking at remedies to be awarded to the injured party, they are looking at things that will restore you back to your original state before the defamatory remarks were either published or made.
Now, a lot of people are asking.
I must go in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They have been calling.
Final question. A lot of people are saying that Speed Darlington jumped bail. I don't believe that to be the case, but I see a lot of people typing that in the comment section. Is there anything you want to say about that?
We told the police that he had a medical emergency. There's nothing about jumping bail, which is completely false. We told the police he had a medical emergency. He had to go to the US, about that. I personally have been in personal communication with the police. We told them he's not running because there's nothing to run, and that he's on his way back and he was going to come. And he has come back. So what is the issue? And even if you are to run away for what? Has he killed any person? Has he stolen